Hello everyone, this is me Sharon. Welcome back to my channel, and for today's video I will show you how to crochet rose granny square headband. So for this project I already showed a video tutorial on how to make the rose granny square, and I will add a link in the description box or up there on the screen. So I made 4 pieces of these granny squares to make one headband, and I used the crochet thread Monaco in multicolored peach and the other one in shades of green. So I hope you watch and stay until the end of this video, and don't forget to subscribe. The classic 3-ply crochet thread, which is size 8 from Monaco, is a staple for everyone who learned how to crochet in home economics. These lace yarns are perfect for timeless and classic pieces like lace doilies, small lace amigurumi, or classic purses and small trinkets. So in my previous tutorials, I have made rose granny squares to make a bralette, and this time we're gonna make a headband. Now, after making 4 rose granny squares, we're going to join them, and by doing that, we're gonna work a row of single crochets. So first, we'll make a slip knot, and then we face the 2 granny squares like this. So wrong sides are facing each other, and then we're gonna insert the yarn, slip stitch, chain 1, and then 1 single crochet into the same stitch, and then both stitches we're going to work a single crochet on top. So make sure they are lining up, and then we're gonna work single crochets. So as you can see, 1 single crochet into both stitches to join them, and when you get to the chain spaces, we're gonna work 2 single crochets, and then we keep repeating that until we get to the end of the row. Once we get to the end, we're gonna work 1 more single crochet, we chain 1, and then we fasten off. So we'll do this in all the other squares to join each one of them until we get this. Now we're gonna work 1 more round of granny square stitches around these 4 granny squares that are joined. So I will use a different color. I will use this crochet thread, which is the same as the peach, only it's in shades of green. So I made a slip knot, and then I chained 3. I will chain 2 more double crochets, and then I will chain 2 for the chain space, and then I will work 3 more double crochets. Now on this round, we're just going to work chain 1 after this, and then into every chain 2 space we're going to work 3 double crochets. So for every corner we're gonna work 3 double crochets, chain 2, and then 3 double crochets, and then in between we're just gonna chain 1, 3 double crochets, and then 3 double crochets into every chain 2 spaces. So for those of you who are going to follow this design, and if you're gonna use a thicker yarn, your project will be much bigger than mine. So if you plan to use milk cotton, you may also do so. Just use whatever yarn that you have. It doesn't have to be the same as what I have been using. I use this kind of crochet thread because I find it really attractive, because I want those designs in detail, unlike when you're using the thicker yarns. But of course, medyo mas nakakangalay when you're using smaller crochet hooks, and it's really nice that I bought this Tulip Etimo na merong rubber handle because it's really very comforting to use. So when you get to the last stitch, don't forget to chain 1 before slip stitching in the third beginning chain. So now we're going to work slip stitches to get us into the chain 1 space. So we will keep on slip stitching into this corner because we will be working clusters of just 3 double crochets to decrease the stitch, and also we're preparing to make the strap for this headband. So once we get to the chain 1 space now, we're gonna chain 3 and then work 2 more double crochets, and then we're gonna chain 1, and then we're gonna repeat that until we get to the final cluster of 3 double crochets. So finally, we're at the last chain space before the corners clusters. So this is the final cluster that we're gonna make. We're gonna chain 1. See, we made 4 clusters, and then we're gonna turn, and then into the next stitch we're gonna make a slip stitch again, and this time into each chain 1 space we're going to work 3 clusters of double crochets again. So as you can see, we're like forming a pyramid shape of double crochet clusters. So we will keep repeating that until we only have 1 left. So now I only have 2 clusters remaining. So when I turn and work my slip stitches, I'll be working the strap for this one. So actually the final one isn't over yet because that is the time when we are going to make a strap for this headband. So once we get to the chain 1 space, we're going to slip stitch and then chain 3, 1 double crochet into that same chain 1 space, chain 1, and then 2 more double crochets. And then same thing, we're going to chain 1 and turn and work slip stitch into the next stitch. After that, 1 more slip stitch into the middle of those 2 double crochets, and then we're gonna chain 3, and we're going to repeat what we have done. So we will keep repeating this until we have about 30 rows of this stitches. So this is what it looks like after working 30 rows, and then for the last 25 stitches I worked in single crochets. Now we're gonna do the other side, which is just the same, but I will still show you how it's done so that you won't get lost in following this pattern. So after working 30 rows of clusters of 2 double crochets, chain 1 and 2 double crochet, we're still going to work 6 stitches after that, and then we're going to chain 25. So this is optional. You can just skip this part if you're satisfied with the strap that you've already made, but in here I'm still going to make a 25 stitches, and then after that on the second chain from the hook, I'm gonna work on each back chain. So I'm gonna work 1 single crochet into each, so that will make a total of 24 single crochets. Then after that, once I get to the end, I'm going to work a slip stitch, chain 1, and then I'm going to fasten off, and after that we're going to weave in all ends. So in this short video, I'm also going to show you a little bit on how to secure the ends of your project. So to make sure that it's not going to unravel after washing this project, you may want to weave the ends in opposite directions. I am actually using a smaller needle, so you may want to stock up on different sizes of needles for the different sizes of the yarns that you have. So guys, this is it, and thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, do not forget to hit like, comment for other requests that you'd like to see on my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. Have a good day.